Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the TACRO Tennessee Virtual College Fair. We have an awesome lineup of institutions tonight for you to hear from. Before we get started, I just have a couple of housekeeping items to mention. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. You'll notice at the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A button. So feel free to ask questions in that Q&A button all throughout the evening tonight. If you have a question for a particular college, make sure you note the college name so they know who needs to respond to that question. Your camera and your microphone are off. This is a webinar, so the panelists can't see or hear you this evening. This is just one of the many sessions being offered, so please sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website where you registered. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters. You're first going to hear from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
Hey guys, my name is Sam Elder. I'm from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I originally went to UTC. I graduated back in 2019 with a degree in English creative writing. I love the university so much and went ahead and took a job telling other people how great it is. So I'll just talk to you very briefly about UTC. My main thing though are question and answers. I love answering questions, so please drop them in the chat. I'd love to hear from you and talk with you a little bit. But to get started, we have about 11,700 students here at UTC, so we're a mid-sized college. We represent 70 different counties, 45 states, and 46 foreign countries, with your average class size being 23 students with a student-teacher ratio of 20:1. And we also have over 150 different student organizations, as well as 140 undergraduate programs. So if there's a specific program you want to know about, let me know and I can get you some information about it. So this is something that we actually have on our website that's fairly new. It's our virtual tour. So if you are unable to visit us on campus this semester, no worries. We have this virtual tour ready to go for you. So that way you can check out all the cool things we've got to offer without ever having to leave your own home. So a little bit about our academics. 3 programs I'm going to highlight today are our College of Business, which has an AACSB accreditation as well, which is the highest accreditation that a business school can achieve in the United States. It also has a lot of really cool honors programs and scholarships that are available specifically for College of Business students, like the Rollins Scholars Program. That building also just underwent a major renovation. We have the School of Nursing, which has a 100% pass rate on the first attempt of the NCLEX exam. We also have our College of Engineering and Computer Science, which is ABET accredited. That's the highest accreditation that an engineering school can achieve in the United States. We have a lot of different concentrations, everything from cybersecurity to mechanical engineering, civic engineering, as well as chemical engineering. So a lot of really cool different specialties and concentrations within that field. This is what our admissions process is looking like right now. Our requirements are 2.85 GPA with an 18 on the ACT or a 2.50 with a 21 on the ACT. We'll take one or the other. We will super score your transcripts and we will take your weighted or unweighted GPA, whichever one is highest. You can send your test scores through a variety of different ways, including through ACT directly, Naviance, Parchment, through your school, or you can send them directly to us. We will be having an event in October, later this month, called Admissions 101 on October 22nd that you can register for online. And this is an event that will go through the application process in a little bit more detail, as well as give students a discount code at the very end. And then your guidance counselor can send your transcript to transcripts@utc.edu. That is the easiest and fastest way to send your transcripts. So we are test optional this semester. If you choose to be test optional, the requirements are a 3.0 GPA and a teacher recommendation letter, but your test scores will still be required for scholarship consideration. So if you're planning on applying for scholarships, make sure you send us your test scores. Speaking of which, the scholarship application did open on September 1st. So if you are an admitted student, you can go ahead and put in your application for scholarships. The deadline to have a full file in our office is December 1st. So we need your application fee, test scores, and your transcript in our office by December 1st. And you must complete the actual scholarship application by January 10th. And we will be honoring the December ACT for scholarship consideration. This is what our timeline looks like right now. First off, that admissions application is open, as is the scholarship application and the FAFSA application. So you can go ahead and do all three of those. The scholarship application, you do need to be admitted first. The housing application will open on December 1st, and that is first come, first serve, and you do need to be admitted before applying for housing. The scholarship application deadline is January 10th. So once you have been admitted, you'll have until January 10th to actually apply for scholarships. And then the orientation application will open on January 15th. That is also first come, first serve. So the best way to reach me is through email. My email is sam-elder@utc.edu. That is the quickest way to get in touch with me. Unless it's a weekend or a holiday, I can assure you I will get back to you within 24 hours. So make sure to send me an email if you have any questions at all. I'll be more than happy to answer anything you've got on your mind. But other than that, that is pretty much all I have for you guys. So I'm going to hand it back over to Courtney. Thank you so much for tuning in, and look forward to answering any questions you guys might have.
Sam, thanks for kicking us off strong tonight. Next up, you're going to hear from Martin Methodist College. Don't forget to put those questions in the chat tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyler Cox, Vice President for Enrollment here at Martin Methodist. Also a graduate, class 2012 here from Martin Methodist. As you'll see on your screen, you can see some of the shots of our beautiful campus here in Pulaski, Tennessee. We're located about 60 miles south of Nashville, about 15 minutes north of the Alabama line. A lot of opportunities for you to come visit our beautiful campus virtually, in person. You can schedule a visit by going to martinmethodist.edu to sign up for a campus tour. Love to have you guys come visit our campus down here in Pulaski, Tennessee. We house about 700 full-time day students and about 400 residential students in a given year here at Martin Methodist. We just got done celebrating our sesquicentennial, which is our 150th year. Martin Methodist, is founded on a small liberal arts platform. Our average class size is 13 to 1. There's a lot of opportunities that we see the value in for you as a student when you look at your professor to student relationship, where you can lean on those professors to make sure that you're prepared for tests, that you're prepared for class assignments, as well as our tutoring opportunities that we have available to you through our Student Resource Center. We really capitalize on the personal relationship. As it's in our tagline, and education is personal, we certainly take that to heart. There's a lot of excitement going on here at Martin Methodist with the opportunity for us to join the University of Tennessee pipeline. You can find out more information about that at mmc2ut.com. This information on the website breaks down some quick facts, generally asked questions, the interview from President Boyd at the University of Tennessee, as well as Dr. LeBranch, president here at Martin Methodist. The opportunity for us to join the state system will be exciting for this region of southern middle Tennessee. The largest thing for you as a prospective student is the cost of attendance, as well as the opportunities to grow the different degree programs that we offer here at Martin Methodist. We offer over 38 different degrees here at Martin Methodist, ranging from nursing, business, criminal justice, education. We have master's degrees in both business and criminal justice. We are currently developing a master's in education, which would focus on the special ed side of things. So there's a lot of opportunities to grow your education here in the southern middle Tennessee region. We're proud, like I said, this is our 150th year of educating this region. And as we look at the future and the opportunity to join the Tennessee pipeline, we're excited to grow those opportunities for this area. The process as far as enrollment has not changed for this fall 2021 cycle. If you look at the screen here, you can screenshot that. If you apply for admission, it's free. You can do so at martinmethodist.edu. Send us your your educational records, which would be your ACT, high school transcript. We are test optional as well for this fall 2021 cycle. We can definitely explain the opportunities for you if you're not able to take that ACT and or SAT for the fall 2021. The FAFSA was open as of October 1st. You can see on our screen here the FAFSA code to send your FAFSA record over here to Martin Methodist. You can have up to 10 schools on your FAFSA. So if you're interested in finding out what your scholarship opportunities are here at Martin Methodist, you can do so by adding us to the FAFSA. It's an exciting opportunity to learn about the scholarship opportunities. Dual enrollment transcripts, things like that are things that can be overlooked. And I encourage you to reach out to your admissions counselor upon applying and receiving an admissions counselor. They'll also be in touch with you about the next steps and how to get admitted here at Martin Methodist. The process is simple. We want it to be a streamlined opportunity for you. But more importantly, if you have questions, you don't have to hesitate. Just give us a call, send us an email. Some of the athletic opportunities here at Martin Methodist, we offer 19 different intercollegiate sports. We're a member of the NAI, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. We've got multiple national championships. We have a lot of your traditional sports, baseball, softball, basketball. We also have a lot of non-traditional sports. We have men's and women's bowling, tennis, swimming, golf, clay target. So a lot of opportunities for you to further your academic and athletic education. All of our programs on campus are intercollegiate. So if you're a member of one of our sport programs, you do receive scholarship opportunities for those programs. And if you're not interested in intercollegiate athletics, we do have a lot of intramural opportunities and other opportunities for you to join clubs and associations here on campus to really create Martin Methodist as your home for those 4 years that you may be with us. And 4 years for us is our average graduation rate, 4 years, 2 months to be exact. So we're happy to have you come in, further your education, get your degree, and move on into your career field. The opportunity to contact us is on your screen as well. Our mailing address, email, phone number is something that we really encourage you to use. As you're looking at multiple schools, we're all happy to work with you through the process. If your guidance counselor has questions at the high school, if you have questions, your parents, your grandparents, as the holidays come up, this is one of those things. You're usually going to have everybody at the dinner table asking you, well, have you done this? Have you done that? So use us as a resource. Martin Methodist is happy to help you in any way we can to further your education. We offer associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, as well as master's degrees. So there's a lot of opportunities to further your education through the Tennessee Promise platform as well here. Some different certificate programs that we offer. So as you further your education and you want Martin Methodist to be a part of your journey, let us know how we can help you through that process, and we'll look forward to receiving your application. Feel free to send any questions you have through the chat as well. We're happy to answer those as those questions come in.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Next up, you're going to hear from Freed-Hardeman University.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hannah Young and I'm a current student here at Freed-Hardeman University. I can only imagine what it's like to choose a university during coronavirus, but right now I just want to take a few minutes to tell you about my favorite place on earth, Freed-Hardeman University. We are located in Henderson, Tennessee, which is a quintessential small town with a great community that you will come to love and know throughout your time here. If you want to escape the small town, don't worry. We are 30 minutes from Jackson, an hour and a half from Memphis, and 2 hours and a half from Nashville. All the best shows are a short drive away. Freed-Hardeman has a rich history of over 150 years of serving students across the world. One of the first things you'll notice about us is the quality of our academic programs. Here, our classes are taught by highly credentialed professors, with almost 80% of them having earned their highest degree. This means that none of your classes will be taught by graduate assistants. Because of an average class size of 18 students, you will get to experience a close and personal access to your professors. That means that you'll have hands-on support and unique research opportunities that you won't find anywhere else. This is why we're able to boast of an 85% retention rate. So most likely you'll graduate with most of the same people that you came in with during your freshman year. So you go to college to get a degree, they say, but who says that you can't have lots of fun at the same time? That's where our social life on campus comes in, and it's awesome. We are a tight-knit student community that does just about everything together. Intramurals, social clubs, free on-campus concerts, a movie theater where the movies are free, homecoming, and so much more are all the things that I enjoy when I take breaks from studying. Our athletics program features conference and national champions in multiple sports. And the best thing is that all of our games are free for students to attend. All you have to do is show your student ID and you're in. Do you want to study abroad? I know what you're probably thinking. If living on campus is so great, why would I study anywhere else? But trust me, you do not want to miss the opportunity to make some of the best memories of your life. Experience the Eiffel Tower with some of your best friends. Or how about Spain for 4 weeks? Take the opportunity to learn from some of the biggest international corporations in Seoul, South Korea. These are all great experiences that you can add to your resume. So seriously, check out Study Abroad at FHU. With over 50 majors for you to choose from, you're bound to find something that you'll both enjoy studying and excel at. Our freshman advisors and first-year experience program will ensure that your freshman year is successful and leaves you coming back for more. Did you know that our reduced liberal arts core requirements will allow you to begin studying what you want to study as soon as your sophomore year? That means that you have more time studying classes that are related to your major, and you are more qualified for your job in 4 years. Maybe you already know what you want to do for your career, and you found that graduate school is required. Many graduate degree programs are highly competitive and seek the best applicants, but don't worry. If you're an FHU alumni, you will be one of the best students in our applicant pool. Just check out these acceptance rates. 91% into medical school, 92% into vet school, and 100% into nurse practitioner school. And I promise you, we are not making up these numbers. Not only do our alumni get into graduate programs, but often they're accepted into their first choice school. Here at FHU, we make an outstanding degree surprisingly affordable. In fact, 100% of our students receive financial aid every year. So what are you waiting for? Apply right now in as little as 10 minutes with no application fee and no essay at fhu.edu/apply. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I know I'm learning so many great things about these awesome colleges and universities, and I'm sure you are too, but we have so many more left. So up next, Tennessee Tech University.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for having me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see a little bit about what I'm going to talk about. So my name is Sarah Searle, and I am an admissions counselor at Tennessee Tech University. And not only am I an employee at Tennessee Tech, I also am an alumna. So I graduated from Tennessee Tech back in 2018, and I actually got 2 bachelor's degrees there, one in Spanish and one in psychology. So I love Tennessee Tech so much, and I actually was a transfer student there, which gives me a little bit of a unique perspective, just because Tennessee Tech is not the only college I've ever known, but it was a really great choice for me. So I just want to share with you a little bit about our school, what makes it so special, and also why it was such a great choice for me. Alrighty, so here's a couple quick facts about Tennessee Tech. About 2/3 of our students receive some sort of financial aid or scholarship every year, which allows nearly half of our students to graduate completely debt-free. This is huge because it is a really rewarding feeling to never have to make a payment on your education. I would know I was actually a debt-free student. And then among the other 53% of students, we actually have the least amount of student debt of any school in the state of Tennessee. So we're really proud of that. We do have about 10,000 students, so that makes us a medium-sized school. And we have an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio with an average class size of about 26 students. What this means for you is that you're not going to have a lot of huge auditorium classes. You're really going to get some personalized attention from our faculty and staff. I definitely found that out when I was a student. I really enjoyed the fact that I got to know my professors. I wasn't just coming in, taking a test, and leaving. Alrighty, so we have over 200 different programs of study to choose from. So that means that you can major and concentrate in over 200 different things at Tennessee Tech. And while we're definitely known for our engineers and our nursing program, we also have a really strong College of Business, College of Education, and a College of Agriculture, Fine Arts, and even more programs to choose from. We have a very responsive and knowledgeable faculty and staff. Our professors are world-class, world-renowned. They are published in research, super helpful, and not only professors, but also advisors. There's a ton of people who are always there to help you along the way, and lots of ways to make new friends and get involved in the campus as well. And definitely all your peers and other students are going to be just as helpful and kind as well. We also have a ton of different student resources. We want to make sure our students are doing the best that they can. They have all the tools that they need to be successful. That's why we offer free tutoring and a whole bunch of different career readiness opportunities, because getting ready for that career after graduation is the most important thing about your college career. So we have things like free headshot days, LinkedIn profile workshops, mock interviews, all sorts of different things to make sure that you're ready for life after graduation. When it comes to living on campus, we have 15 different residence halls to choose from, both traditional style with community bathrooms and suite style, which are more like a hotel room. We have unlimited dining on campus in our cafeteria, which is my personal favorite place to eat. But we also have 6 different restaurants across campus where you can also use your meal plan, like Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, Papa John's, and more. Clubs and organizations were definitely my favorite part of being a student at Tennessee Tech. We have over 200 different clubs to choose from. We have all sorts of different clubs, like academic clubs, honor societies, as well as personal interest clubs, religious organizations, Greek life, and more. And if for some reason in that 200 different clubs and organizations you can't find your home, you can start your own. All of those clubs exist because a student had an idea to start it. So find 10 friends and a faculty to sponsor you, and you're on your way to starting your own club. For our admissions requirements, any student who has a 3.0 GPA or above is automatically accepted. They don't have to submit an ACT score for admissions purposes. However, when it comes to scholarships, you are going to want to submit an ACT score. My favorite thing about Tennessee Tech is that we look at all of our applications holistically. So we look at the whole student and not just their test scores. So definitely make sure to go ahead and apply. If you do have a 2.5 GPA to a 3.0, we look for a 17 composite score on the ACT with no less than 15 on those subscores. All right, when it comes to tuition and fees, Tennessee Tech has a flat rate tuition model. So we pay a flat rate of $10,338 per year, and that semester rate is going to be that $5,169. Here's just a sample breakdown based on a residence hall room and a meal plan, which brings an average semester cost for living on campus at about $10,000. But remember, that's before any of those scholarships or financial aid. And speaking of which, let's talk about paying for college. So at Tennessee Tech, we have over 600 different institutional and departmental scholarships that you can qualify for, but don't worry, there's only one application for all 600 of those scholarships. You do have to be an admitted student into the university in order to apply for scholarships, so make sure that you get your application in if you haven't already. You are definitely going to want to make sure to submit that FAFSA as well. If you're interested in getting the HOPE scholarship or any other kind of federal aid like loans or Pell Grants or the work study, you're going to want to submit that as soon as you can as well. We also have our Tech Promise, which is our last dollar scholarship available to students who are HOPE eligible and also meet financial criteria as well. Here's a little timeline for you. Make sure that you go ahead and apply if you haven't already. Definitely come visit our campus. We are having in-person visits right now, obviously taking some social distancing precautions. Then you're going to want to apply for those scholarships before the December 15th deadline, and come and attend orientation, and you're on your way to becoming a Golden Eagle. Here's my contact information. Feel free to take a screenshot of this slide. I am here to help. My whole job is to make the transition to Tennessee Tech as easy as possible for you, so I will do anything it takes to make sure that that goes smoothly. So feel free to call me anytime, email me anytime, or contact our Office of Admissions here at Tennessee Tech. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Sarah. Next up, you're going to hear from South College.
Hey guys, my name is Danielle. I am one of the Tennessee Promise admissions representatives here at South College. So here is a little bit more information about us. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen, sorry. Okay, so this is our Nashville campus. If you've driven on I-40, you can definitely see it from the freeway. We also have campuses in Knoxville, and that's actually where our original campus, the Nashville campus, has been here for 4 years. So
I can't yet see your screen. I don't know. I just didn't
I'm sorry.
get too far.
Hold on one second. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Okay, let me. Can you see it?
No, not yet. Do you want me to move? Do you want us to do Maryville and then we'll come back to you?
Tell me if you see it now.
Okay, so yes, yay.
Okay, can you see the first slide? Okay, can you hear me? So
from the beginning, we'll see full screen.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, technology, man. It's 2020. There you go.
All right, so this is our Nashville campus. We also have 2 locations in Knoxville that have been around since 1882, and they just expanded to South College, Nashville in 2016. So if you've driven down I-40, you've probably seen our campus before. If you're not familiar with South College, we are a regionally accredited school. So we are a SACS accreditation, and then we have everything from certificate, associates, bachelor's, and all the way up to doctorate level degrees that also have their own programmatic accreditation and approval. So for our general admissions requirements, you only have to meet one of the following. So either 2.5 or higher for your cumulative high school GPA, or a 17 or higher for your ACT score. If you don't meet either of those requirements, we do have our own entrance test and another way to get you qualified if you don't meet either of those. But so we technically would be considered a test optional school as long as you meet one of the admissions requirements. We are a Tennessee Promise school, so you can use your Tennessee Promise scholarship to cover an associate's or certificate degree. You're just responsible for textbooks and technology fees that come along with each quarter. Our Tennessee Promise students can actually start in the summer or fall. So start in the summer at no additional cost. And this is just a little bit of an example of how Tennessee Promise works with us, because we are a private institution, but you still can use your Tennessee Promise scholarship here. This has an example of our tuition breakdown. For example, that shows the cost of tuition, and then some awards that you might be eligible for. So you would still have a balance, but South College has an opportunity grant, that would actually cover the rest of your balance. So you would just be responsible for your $175 tech fee each quarter. So these are a list of our Tennessee Promise eligible programs, certificate and associate's level. You do have to be enrolled in a certificate or associate program while you're utilizing Tennessee Promise. But we do have bachelor level courses that you can continue on and finish, of course, if you want to get a bachelor's degree or work your way up to a master's or doctorate level, just depending on the program. You can see we have 2 programs, dental hygiene and diagnostic medical sonography, that don't qualify for the South College Opportunity Grant, but you can talk with myself or one of our other high school admissions representatives to give you a little bit more information about how those 2 degrees work a little bit differently. You can still use Tennessee Promise, it just won't be fully covered for those 2. So some reasons to choose South College. We have hands-on training and instruction. So for you can see 2 of our labs, nursing and diagnostic medical sonography. In those photos, we have small classroom sizes, whether you're in your general education or cohort level studies. Typically, you're not going to be in a class with more than 20 to 25 students. And we have a lot of tutoring resources, everything from virtual to actual in-person tutoring hours. With everything going on, COVID or not, we do offer these resources on a regular basis as well. So you don't always have to come on campus. You have virtual options if you're struggling in any of your classes. You have instructors that have professional experience in the fields that you are wanting to work and earn your degree in. We have very flexible scheduling. We have classes that take place in morning, daytime, evening, and a lot of the curriculums. You can take your prerequisites fully online, or you can do a mixture of on-ground and online classes. We have a career services department, and they can help you with everything from resumes to job fairs, and a lot of those resources that you'll be looking for when you're getting closer to finishing your degree and applying for jobs. So this is just a senior checklist that we can send out to you, or you can screenshot now, because it just has everything you need to keep up with to make sure that you're Tennessee Promise eligible to use that scholarship your first 2 years, or certificate associate degree. So it's really just a reminder to make sure you keep up with applying for Tennessee Promise, FAFSA deadlines, because that's one of the most important things. The Tennessee Promise application deadline is coming up in just a few weeks on November 2nd. So we just like to make sure you guys are aware of that. And you can start working on your FAFSA that has opened October 1st for the 21-22 school year. And make sure on the admission side, you're going to want to send your ACT high school transcripts to us. And this is my contact information. So that has my phone number and email if you have any questions specifically about our programs here at South College. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks, Danielle. Our final presentation tonight will be from Maryville College. Danielle, I don't hear you. Danielle, I think you're on mute. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly, I think you're on mute. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes,
Perfect.
yes, yes. And I'm sorry, I was calling you Danielle.
You're okay. I was like, who's that? That's someone else. My name is Kelly Koger. I am the representative for Maryville College. I help recruit our high schoolers to be freshmen. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this process and the college itself. And so just bear with me. Maryville College at a glance, we are located at 3.5 hours away from Nashville, Tennessee. We're about 30 minutes from the Knoxville area. We're located in a small town, small city, Maryville. So it's a really, really quaint city that has honestly grown a lot, and I've only been here for a few months. So it's been really cool to see. We're also about 45 minutes from the Great Smoky Mountains. So as you see in this picture, the background is the Great Smokies, and that is what our campus overlooks, as this is an aerial shot. We are test optional for this year. We are test optional for the fall and the spring, which is awesome to hear, just like many of the others. And then we're also, we have a free application. We do not have a fee for our application. There's no essay or letter of recommendation. It's just about a 15-20 minute application to fill out. We're about the size of 1,200 students, so we're a very tight-knit community that loves like a family, and I have definitely appreciated that. We have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so you definitely get that one-on-one attention in your classrooms. These are just a few of our rankings of our college. We're the 3rd best regional college in the South, as well as the best college for veterans and best value college. So there's lots of opportunities that we've been recognized nationally, which is really cool. And these are just a few. One of my favorite things to talk about is our Mountain Challenge program. Because of where we're located, we have a program just for our environment, really. It's called Mountain Challenge. It's also a scholarship and a fellowship. If you're interested in that, definitely message me. It's called, the saying for this program is do well, be well. And why we believe that is because we know that it's important for you to take a break in your studies and get outside. So maybe you've been in the library too long and you're like, man, I need to actually take a breather. Go walk around, actually get out. We believe in fit, green, happy. Our campus is a green campus, so we definitely care about our environment, but we also really care about you being outside, you getting outdoors, and you taking part of your own health. All these pictures have been taken around our campus or on our campus. That is our yoga deck in the top corner over there. And this is our Alpine Tower that every student has the opportunity to climb. I even climbed it myself. You are harnessed in, so you are safe, but it's a lot of fun. It helps you to see that you're capable of doing more than what you think you can, not just on the Alpine Tower, but also in your academics, in your career at Maryville College. We have great scholarship opportunities. We have 100% of our students receive an academic award to go to Maryville College. We accept the Tennessee Hope as well as the Tennessee Merit. And then our scholarships range anywhere from $14,000 to full tuition. So every student who receives, every student who comes on campus will receive anywhere from $14,000 to $20,000 to full tuition, which is great. These we do offer stackable competitive scholarships, so you can stack scholarships on top of each other. And then we're about $1,500 less than an average student cost at other public institutions. How we get we are the real MVP at MC. Part of that is our major for the M. We offer over 60 programs of study, and we customize your experience with anything that you want to make it. So we really do cater to what you want your education to be. Maybe that's something you want to minor in. Maybe that's you want to study music but do nursing. Like, that's capable of being done here. We want you to be able to make it what you want it to be. There is no limits, and that's how we want it to be for you as you pursue an education. The V is value. We want to make sure that you value your education through cost, but also through other programs, getting involved. We offer over 40 plus clubs and organizations on our campus. So we want you to be able to get involved and actually take part of the campus itself, and not focus on academics, but know there's other opportunities for you to get involved and build your resume as well. And then purpose, do good on the largest possible scale. We're a school and an institution that's over 200 years old. And so we just celebrated our bicentennial last year. And the purpose of our college is to do good on the largest possible scale was founded on that several years ago. So it definitely means a lot. We want you to be able to go above and beyond what you think you can. We want to challenge you, but know that you're capable of doing a lot more than you actually believe yourself can do. Ways to connect with us, come visit us. We are doing in-person tours. We are COVID safe, of course, but we are offering in-person tours. We're doing virtual tours. You can chat with me through a Zoom. If you want to do a virtual brunch, we can do that. So I'm open to anything. And then connect with your professors. You can sit in on a class, or you can do a virtual academic meeting. Our professors are offering meetings to our students virtually. We also have several events coming up, one being a virtual open house on November 14th. So if you're interested in learning more about Maryville College, I highly recommend you attending. Also reach out to me. I would love to talk, and this is my contact information. Thank you.
Kelly, thanks so much. And that mountain challenge sounds so great for all of us right now, for our mental health especially. I'd now like to invite all of our presenters tonight to turn back on your cameras, and we're going to do a quick round robin, and we'll start with the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, but I'd love for you to share with the audience either a piece of advice for seniors and families, a fun fact about your college or university, maybe a campus tradition, or something just unique and distinctive that you'd like to share. So Sam, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So I'll do a fun fact. And so I think mine would be that in the history of UTC, we have had 5 different mascots. And I will go ahead and list all of them out for you. So the first mascot we had was a water moccasin snake. It was this giant snake that we had at football games and stuff like that. We got rid of it because it scared kids. And then we had a Native American chief for a little while. And then we switched from that, and we went over and did a moccasin shoe. So we had as for our mascot a moccasin shoe. His name was Big Blue the Moccasin Shoe. He ended up being voted the 2nd worst mascot in the country by Sports Illustrated. So we realized, okay, let's rethink this a little bit. And so then we went back over to a different Native American chief. We decided that probably wasn't appropriate given the Native American history in Chattanooga. It wasn't very appropriate to just come up with a fake Native American chief. And so at that point, the administration said, okay, we aren't really good at this whole picking a mascot thing. So let's put it up to a vote for the students. So the students were able to vote, and the vote was between going back to the water moccasin shoot and scaring children at our football games, or picking the Tennessee state bird, which is the mockingbird. And so we ended up going with the mockingbird, and now our mascot is Scrappy the Mock.
Great story, Sam. Next up is Martin Methodist College.
So kind of start with a quick fun fact. We have a Olympian on our clay target team that will be in the upcoming Olympics. Our clay target coach is the national team coach of the year last 2 years. We're the hub of USA shooting for Tennessee. There's only 7 hubs in the United States. We're one of those. And a cool fact or interesting thing every year for us is we have a concert out on our campus green that kind of ends the first week of school. It's Martin Pride Days for us. We do a concert, dinner on the green, and then we have probably one of the greatest fireworks shows you'll ever see. It beats 4th of July by a long shot. It's typically a 20-25 minute fireworks show to start the school year off. So it's just a cool thing every year that the students look forward to. And it's grown so big that we're outgrowing our campus green with how many people come to the concerts and things like that. But it's just a cool way to end the first week and get students ready for that grind of the fall semester.
Fireworks and live music. You can't beat that. Hannah.
Yes. Okay. So I would give you the piece of advice to go and visit the schools. Go and see them, check them out, get to know some of the people there. One event that we have is Maroon and Gold Day, which is coming up. It's invitation only, so make sure you register for that. But it's on November 7th, and we hope that you can come.
Great tip, Hannah. And right now, either visiting in person or taking advantage of all the virtual options is just such awesome advice. Great way to get to know a college. And Tennessee Tech.
Hey, so I'll share with you guys probably my favorite place on campus that also houses a lot of our really fun events. So our campus is divided into several different quads that we call. And our main quad actually is the historic part of our campus. It originally was the only part of our campus, but it's really big. It's a great big green space, and we do a lot of really fun stuff. So here's a couple of my favorite things we do. So during our week of welcome, when students just move in, we have our movie on the quad, where they put this giant blow-up screen on the quad. You have free snacks, and you bring a blanket, you watch a movie with your friends, with your brand new friends that you just met, and it's super, super fun. We also do cooking on the quad, which is like a barbecue and chili cook-off. So all of the professors that you have in your class when they're really serious, they actually get their aprons on, come out, and they compete and cook chili. It's super fun. During finals, our Humane Society comes out, and we have puppies on the quad. And it's actually a time when they literally bring out dozens of puppies just on the quad in the springtime that you can hug and snuggle so that you don't get so stressed out about finals. And then my personal favorite event is lighting up the quad. This is right before finals in the winter. So it's right before the Christmas time. We have these huge LED Christmas trees that come out. And there's this whole entire event where we decorate cookies, we drink hot chocolate, we sing Christmas songs, and then our president comes out. We all, our President Oldham comes out, and everybody counts down 3, 2, 1, and he lights up the quad. So it just gets you in that Christmas spirit. It's just what you need to get you through finals. So the quad is definitely my favorite place on campus.
Oh my God, you had me at puppies. South College, Danielle.
I'll give you guys a little bit of advice for your college searching, because we talk to a lot of students who either start out and don't realize that you can transfer to another school. If you're using scholarships like Tennessee Promise, for example, a lot of students don't realize that, they think if you start earning a degree and it's not really what they want to do that they're stuck. I talk to students all the time who think they have to finish their associate's degree before they can, move on to another college that has the program that they want. So just make sure you do your research and don't feel like you have to pick a college and stick with it if it's not what you want, just due to the fact that, like for example, for Tennessee Promise, you do have to start in the fall right after you graduate high school to utilize that scholarship. So if you're not positive on what you want to do, you have to take general education courses anyway for any program. So one of my biggest advice would be just the program you start with, you don't have to stick with. You can always figure it out as you go. So don't lose out on those scholarship opportunities just because you're not positive exactly what you want to do with your life, because really none of us are. So that's what I got.
Isn't that the truth? Like all of us, I'm sure, changed as we went through our journey. And Kelly, what would you leave us with?
I would just say so I'm going to leave you guys with something fun that's a tradition on campus. So our students, they are able to touch what we call our covenant stone. It was in one of my pictures, but it's just a stone that's on campus with their 3 words. And with that, they do meticulation at the beginning. And so when they do that, they walk and they touch the stone. And every freshman that does it, whoever marches in and comes on the campus, they touch the stone. And when you graduate, as you leave out of the building, you touch that stone one last time. And that's the only 2 times you ever touch the stone. So it's just a really special moment with your class and with your classmates and the people you've built friendships with as you come and go from the campus.
Love it, Kelly. And with that, we are going to say thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. When you close this window, you're going to be given a link to a quick 4-question survey. So please provide us with some feedback. This was just one of the many sessions being hosted. So we hope that you sign up for additional sessions, and you'll be able to access this session's recording on demand, as well as other sessions recordings on the website where you signed up in about a week. So thank you so much and have a great night, everyone.